y'all, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've posted, and I think you'll know by the title of this video why that is the case. And I feel like the lighting is not good. Okay, is that lighting better? Maybe. You're joining me in real life, y'all. I'm just feeding Tommy right now. But anyway, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney if you're new here. I feel like most of y'all, if you're watching this video, are not new here and you are here for a little check-in with me. So yes, you can tell by the title that we are pregnant. I'm having another baby. Tommy's gonna be a big brother. And yeah, I'm just gonna chat all about that. I thought I'd do a little sit down Q&A catch up because it has been months since I have posted. I don't know, my channel just fell to the wayside. But I don't want it to be gone forever. Banana, you want some? So I'm bringing it back with this video and hopefully it gets me on a roll and we can start posting a little bit more. So yeah, I'm pregnant with baby number 2. Here are some cute little ultrasound photos. Tommy, that's your and we're so excited. I wrote down some questions that I thought y'all would probably have if I had asked you. So I thought I'd just go through and answer those. So starting with the very, very beginning, how did we find out? So how did we find out? So this time around, I kind of knew I was pregnant. With Thomas, I waited until I think my period was 5 days late because I just wasn't really sure if I was pregnant or not. I didn't want to take a bunch of tests all the time and like be disappointed. So my approach was like, oh, if my period's late, then that'll be a sign to me and then I will test. This time around, I was like 4 days before my period would have come, and I feel like I knew, and I think it's because I had been pregnant before. There's the cats. So yeah, this time around, I feel like I knew because I have been pregnant before, so I kind of knew what symptoms to look for, which for me, it's like a lack of period symptoms. So when I don't feel my period coming on, well, that's probably a sign that I'm pregnant, right? So I didn't have like headaches, I didn't have cramping, I wasn't very thirsty. Usually before I get my period, I get really thirsty. So I wasn't having those things. So I'm like 95% sure I was pregnant. And then I just went to Target, I got a test, Rudy went with me. I got home, I tested, he was there. We found out at the same time. You're all done, you don't want any sausage? No? That's good. Eat your sausage as you walk. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry guys, there's gonna be some disruptions in this video because that's real life and I don't have anyone here right now to help with Tommy, so. Okay, so as I was saying, Rudy was caught off guard because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant, we're going to Target, we're getting a test. And he's like, what? You know, he was just working or like in the middle of doing something. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how are you so sure? You haven't even missed your period. I'm like, I just know this time. So for him, I think it was more of a surprise. For me, I tested and I was like, yep. Was it a planned pregnancy? Yes, it was planned. I've always wanted kids like around 2 years apart because I have one older brother and we're 3 years apart, which is a good age gap, but I kind of always wanted a sister slash I felt like my brother was just a little bit out of reach in terms of like us sharing friends and stuff, because when I was a freshman in high school, for example, he's a junior. Juniors don't really hang out with freshmen, you know what I mean? So I was like, when I have kids one day, I'm just gonna try to get them pretty close in age. So they will be, I guess the follow-up question is like, what's the age gap? They will be 21 months apart. So they'll be just under 2 years apart. So I'm technically having 2 under 2, which is fun. We'll see how that goes. And how did we know we were ready for baby number 2? Same way I felt like I knew I was ready for Tommy, or baby number 1, I just started to really want it. I don't really have a better answer than that. I just started to really want it. It's all I desired. And it was just like a flip of the switch type feeling with me, because after I had him, the first few months I'm focused on him, whatever. I think it was around when he was a year that I got pregnant. So I think around his first birthday, I knew that was coming up. Like it just made me feel ready to take on baby number 2. I don't know, I think that feeling comes to different moms at different times. Any symptoms or craving this time around that are maybe even different from last time? Symptoms, I feel like my pregnancy's been kind of the same. Do you want your water? I am always nauseous the whole first trimester, though this time I didn't actually puke as much, and I think that's just because I knew like what to do, how to eat, this type of things to eat to kind of keep it at bay. But I was still very nauseous and still so tired that I like had to take naps in my first trimester, and I'm not usually someone who naps. Other symptoms, now that I'm in my second trimester, I don't usually feel much in my second trimester aside from I start to feel baby kicking, which is very fun. And yeah, I mean, I don't think my symptoms are that bad. So how far along am I? I just said I was in my second trimester. I am due in November. So baby will be here before Christmas, which makes it seem really close, but we do still have some time. I think I already said the age gap is 21 months. And gender. I feel like gender is a big question, you know. Do I have a feeling of like what gender this baby might be? Do I have a gender preference? Are we gonna even find out the gender? Oh. Okay, we've shifted. This is a moving Q&A. Although I forgot my phone. Oopsie. You wanna show them your toys? What are we playing with, a puzzle? Can you put the lemon in? Lemon in. I'm gonna get my phone.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
And the tape.
Are you talking to them? What are you saying? Hey guys, this is my mama and me, and we're playing. Okay, let's continue. Gender predictions. So I actually in this moment already know the gender of baby number 2, but I'm not going to reveal it in this video because what fun is that? So I will reveal it in my next video. But leading up to it, I was guessing correctly up until my sister-in-law, who was in charge of buying like the pink or the blue thing, Canon, you know, she was in charge of buying it. When I was talking to her a little bit about it, something about the way she was talking to me made me change my mind and think like my intuition was wrong. So then on the day of the gender reveal, I was so shocked because I thought her conversation with me like gave it away. And so I thought I knew what the gender was, even though that was the opposite of my intuition. So anyway, my intuition was right, but on the day of the gender reveal, I was wrong. And I think it made it better because it made me like really shocked. So yeah, did we have a preference going into it? I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I kind of wanted another boy for Thomas because these babies are so close in age, and growing up I always wanted a sister, so I feel like Tommy would probably naturally want a brother if it were him. So yeah, I wanted a boy going into it to give Tommy that brother close in age. But I will say, Rudy and I do want more kids after this, so if it wasn't a boy, if it is not a boy, then it's fine, you know? So yeah, and obviously I would love a girl because we all want to have both genders, I think, so. Oh, will we be finding out the gender? Yes, I kind of answered that. With Thomas, we waited till birth. And I just kind of wanted to do the gender reveal thing because I haven't done that. And with the next baby, maybe we'll wait till birth again. I don't know. But I just want to experience it all. I wanted to experience it by waiting. I wanted to experience finding out the gender with a big party. You know, maybe with the next one, Rudy and I will just find out at the anatomy scan or something. I don't know. I kind of like doing it different ways just for the sake of variety. Names. Do we have any names that we like? Do we have one picked out already? We do have, I have a list of many, many names that I like. I'd say between Rudy and I, he is the more picky one. He's kind of like, he says no to a lot of different names, and it's so interesting. He's a very decisive person with the names, and I guess we all are, But like I have about 15 boy names and 15, probably like 20 girl names on my list, and he will like maybe 2, maybe 3. So he definitely narrows it down. But I think in general we have the same preference for style. I mean, I can tell you that much. Thomas is obviously a very classic and traditional name. That is what we like. So I don't think you'll ever get anything very unique out of me. Can you hear me above the bus sounds? But with that said, my husband is Moldovan. He is Eastern European. So Slavic names are also something that we consider if it's not too out there. What's up? Why are you whining? I think he doesn't like me ignoring him. Okay, we're almost done with this Q&A. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be a pretty quick video because I don't know, it doesn't seem like to be the right time to be filming, but I really wanted to talk to y'all, and it is a Saturday, and I had my makeup done today. So if I'm totally honest, like, I'm trying to film. Ah! Come here. Can you show me how you play with this? Will I share any names that I like but won't be using? Sure, I can share a few. Maybe I can make a whole video about that because I know people like that sort of thing. So it could be fun to give like a lot of names, but I'll give a few of names that I like but won't be using. I'll give you maybe 2 or 3 girl names, 2 or 3 boy names, just so you have an idea of like the things we consider. A girl name I like, Juliana. I don't think I would use that. I don't know, actually. Okay, I do have top names for my girls list, so I'll just skip those. Juliana, I think it's beautiful. I really like princessy, longer girl names that sound very feminine, but again, are kind of classic. Like I said, this fits into the like, would sound nice if a Moldovan said it, would sound nice if my parents are saying it, Juliana. Maya, I think Maya is like short and simple, still very feminine and cute, not too out there. Classic, maybe a little more European sounding, but I feel like I've met a Maya. It's not that odd. Let's give one more. Bella. Bella, same thing as Maya, short, simple, feminine. I even like Belle. Belle or Bella. Yeah, I have a lot of girl names actually. There's a lot on here. Boy names. This is easier for me because I went through with Thomas, of course, and I have ones like crossed off from when we were choosing Tommy's name that I just know Rudy would never go for, but I love. So here's one that I love that Rudy's like, no. Harvey and Harley. Harvey and Harley, I think, are classic but cute, grow well with a boy. I think Harvey is cute on a little boy. Harvey's masculine and good for a grown man. I like Harvey a lot, but my husband doesn't. So. Okay, let's do a few more boy names because this is fun. Hugo. Hugo, that's a little more European sounding to me. And I think it's very masculine and not that odd, maybe more of a, like a European classic, but I still think it's a classic name. I liked it more than my husband did. I don't think he'd ever actually use it. James and Jones. James and Jones, I like both of those. I like James a lot. I would genuinely use that, but my husband doesn't like it. I don't think he has a reason why. He just liked Thomas more and other classic names more. Jones, I think is too American actually. The whole surname thing is like a very American baby trend. And like I said, we're trying to bridge the gap between Moldovan and American. So I don't think I'd ever do the whole surname for boys thing. But yeah, maybe that gives you some insight into the type of names we're thinking of. And do we have one picked out already? We do, but it could always change. With Thomas, we had a very different name picked out. It was actually unique. It was like a different vein. And in the end, we were like, no, we don't want the name to be so unique that people like maybe judge him if they were to just read that name on a resume and like, not judge him, but they would probably have a picture in their head of what he looks like. And I didn't want that to be the case. I would like for his name to be a little bit more, just not put him in a box, essentially. Tommy, You wanna come to mama? Okay, we'll do a sign off with a little bump update. Here's my bump. I think I'm close to 22 weeks at this moment in time. Come here. What do you want? Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, like this is why I haven't been filming lately. Life feels so chaotic and I'm like, when am I gonna get the time to get out a camera and it work? Like, I don't even feel like this necessarily worked, but I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me. I'm excited to share this news with you guys. I'm excited to share more about this pregnancy. We are already over halfway through. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. But yeah, I'm so excited for baby number 2. In my next video, Bubba, he wants to go outside. If anybody else's toddler boy just like wanted to go outside at all times. It just rained, it's muddy. Do we still go? Okay. What was I saying, guys? Oh yeah, in my next video, I want to show you guys, or tell you guys the gender. So get excited for that. We're gonna share the gender in our next video. So subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sorry this was so chaotic. Maybe this gives you a peek into the real world of a mother. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Say bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Ready? Tommy, can you beep beep? Beep beep the horn. Good job.
Rocking a hard place is battery control.
Look at mama. Hi, sweet pea. I love you.
What am I waiting for?
Ready?
Feet planted beneath my compass, my train.